So that's going to bring us to our hot topic. Maybe you've been waiting the whole podcast for this one. We've already had our discussion on how we're going to talk about this. I'll let you start with it. Recently, with the situation and the stuff that people have taken throughout that situation, it has greatly affected you as a professional athlete. Can you explain to us what it is you have exactly and how has that affected you?
So yeah, last year I got myocarditis, which is your heart getting a bit bigger because of an inflammation of the muscles of the heart. And then I got something also called peripheral regurgitation. This is like the valves of your heart who are leaking a bit of blood. And it was obviously due to the pins most of us took. And it started right after, like the next day or even on the same day. And I went to doctors. At first, they were just telling me, just wait, don't panic, everything will pass. It's like common side effects. And for me, it just got worse and worse and worse.
What was the feeling?
The heart pounding. So like, my resting heart rate is normally below 50, like it's 43 now. And it was over 100, slightly over 100 all the time, even in a very cold room, watching a movie. So something was definitely wrong. And then I had cramps, like chest cramp, exactly like a cramp on your calves.
Yeah, like a pain cramp. Yeah, okay.
And so this was like making me panic because I just thought I had like a heart attack or something. And, there's no reason for me at this age.
But now this chest pain, it's the heart or the lung? It's the heart because you said it's
the heart.
It's the heart.
Yeah. And so after a few weeks, I went to see other cardiologists, and then they just diagnosed me with this myocarditis. Mm-hmm. And for 5 months after that, 3 months, I got treated with the classic medical way. So they just give you like a lot of anti-inflammatory beta blockers to control your heart rate, arnica, and a bunch of it. There's a protocol. Myocarditis is not from a vaccination. Myocarditis existed before. It's a medical condition that exists, previously. And it's just that it happens to people who got pinned, and especially athletes, actually. And I followed the protocol, the classic medical protocol, and I realized after 3-4 months that they're treating my symptoms only. So I was getting better, and as soon as I was off the pills, everything was coming back. And this is very much the same with my asthma or eczema, which are like extreme sensitivity to lungs and skin. So I get easy rashes, and my lungs get easily inflamed. And for this illness, they give you salbutamol or they give you corticosteroids. Yep. But those are not helping you. Those are just treating the symptoms. They're just removing symptoms. But as soon as you're going to stop those drugs, they're going to everything is coming back. So when I realized they were not fixing my problem, but fixing my symptoms, I started to look at alternative in terms of medicine. And I got lucky to find out about stem cells treatment. And even more lucky that a clinic in Bangkok contacted me. One of the owner of the clinic was a freediver.
Can we share their name? Or?
Yeah, it's called Cells La Vie. C'est la vie.
Oh, Cells La Vie.
Yeah. So
cells. Like
cells, yeah.
S-E-L-L-S.
But when you say quick, this is C'est la vie.
Got it. This is the life in French.
Yeah, this is the life in French. And they do stem cells treatments and among other things. And one of the owner happened to be French. At first, I thought he was trying to sell me something. I was very careful, and then I knew nothing about those treatments, so I started to educate myself online, and I thought it was pretty scary. But I got curious, and then that was the only alternative that thought was promising at the time. So I met the guy. His name is Alex. He's now my manager for events and sponsor. And then he believed he could fix me with stem cells, and they did.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.